Whew, okay. I was just there's a great documentary on Apple TV if you get a chance to watch it. Um, it's about how music changed in the 1970s. So if you get a chance to watch it, do. Starts out with Kent State and the shooting of the four. And I actually just looked it up because I didn't know for sure. But the people that the National Guard that shot the four at Kent State were never criminally charged. And there was a settlement to the family of the victims, but I didn't know that. I did not know that there were no charges brought towards the National Guard that shot them. So we are gonna just sit and chat tonight. I've had a day. We've all had a day. And a follow-up, I asked everybody a question about why they thought people had a right to steal from Goodwill. And it took a turn, and I didn't mean for it to take that turn. I wasn't talking about employees. But then it got me thinking, Goodwill is actually extremely hard on their employees for stealing, for hiding things, for purchasing things that aren't older than I think 24 hours. But yet I personally have watched people walk out with carts full of clothing. And while they say they have a security team that watches, I don't believe them. I think that's something they've been told to tell us. So what I was talking about basically was those type of people, like what gives you the right to walk into any store and steal? And especially like Goodwill. It just really infuriated me. And I don't mean to see it. If you know my background is in criminal justice and law enforcement. So I tend to see these things and I don't want to see them. And I even told the woman the other day, one of the managers, when I walked in, I said, I'm literally shopping like this, I promise, because there's nothing they can do about it. And lo and behold, I saw a woman stealing, and she did it like right in front of me. She was so blatant about it. And I think that is what made me so mad. Yeah. So anyway, that is just what that's what I was talking about with that. But I think it's such a shame that Goodwill employees are held to such a tough standard, and you're fired if you do this and you're fired if you do that. Yet Goodwill could care less that somebody walks out with a cart full of clothing or a purse full of clothing. It's just such a double standard. Like if you're going to allow the citizens to steal, then I wouldn't worry about your employees either. Kind of how I feel about it. So I might do it a little bit. Oh, I thought that was somebody's writing. So, I'm stuck. I have been cleaning my house all day. I am having a women's meeting over here Friday night, so I'm kind of excited about that. First visitors in my place. Hi, flippin' nurse. And I think I saw Linda in there too. How is everybody doing? I'm actually just going to list a few things tonight. Aw, thank you for all the likes. And I was talking to Abby today a little bit. She found there you are. Hi, Linda. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate you guys. I really want this to grow because number one, I obviously like to talk. And so sharing about something that I love, which is reselling, is just really fun. And I've just been trying to catch up with all, you pick up a ton of stuff and then you've got this death pile and then you want to get rid of the death pile, but you continue shopping. It's like this just never ending death pile. Just rotates. But I wanted to do some listing tonight. I already listed, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I'm pricing it 4 items right now. So, and the weather is supposed to break tonight. But no matter what, I've been looking at his radar so much for the past, I don't know how long. And it's hilarious that it's like here I am and here comes the big bad storm. And it up, down, it breaks in the middle and just goes right through us. Come on. I planted new grass, and you're not supposed to do that in the spring. Just so everybody knows, don't plant new grass in the spring because it will die, and it did. So that is where I am with that. What did I do today? I did not go thrifting. That's a lie. I did go to a garage sale. I went to a garage sale and I picked up one Tervis mug for not a mug, like a thermos with a straw for $1. That was it. And flip a nurse. I love you. And that was it. And then what did I else say? Oh, I had to get my oil changed in my car, and that was fun. They carry a tea that I like, and so I always say I pocketed, but I always ask if I can take more of the tea, and I did. So there. So that in fact, I have some with me, good, because my voice always goes. What have you guys been doing today? Linda, what did you do today? What did you do today? Flippin' nurse. Kim. Oh, really? Tell us. Ooh, Goodwill drama. What happened? Please tell me they caught a shoplifter. I would be amazed. Because I think they're actually told not to stop them. I think at least around me. And to be honest, nowadays, if I was working at Goodwill, go ahead, walk. I wouldn't do anything about it. They don't care enough about their employees to risk their lives. What was it? I'm going to turn my lights on real fast. Maybe. Oh, I see the problem. Okay. Oh no, that's not it. They're not coming on. We might be in the dark tonight. Huh. Oh, I see. It didn't turn. So my top two lights aren't on the system, which is bizarre. So because he couldn't get his way. He's like, you can't get your way. Holy cow, you guys. I have 700 likes, hearts, whatever. Thank you. I don't think I've ever had that many, period, even though I've been doing this. Hold on. Echo. Bedroom 2 on. See, it does that, but it wasn't on the screen. But now you can see me, so. I had to go to the police station today because I found 3 shotgun shells in a hunting vest, and I wanted to get rid of them because I don't have a shotgun, and they wouldn't take them. The officer came out and said he spoke with his corporal and he wasn't sure, and he was like, were they used in anything suspicious? And I was like, no. I found them in a hunting vest. And then I told him, I was retired, and he said, thank you for your service. And I didn't catch him, and I went, what? And he said, thank you for your service. I was like, oh, well, you're welcome. No problem. Thank you. I hate that. I hate that recognition. I think that if I was military, that would bother me. So, oh, he probably got the couch, or he got mad and left, and he stormed out. He was like, I don't want the couch anyway. That is one thing I don't think, like furniture, like couches, chairs, outdoor furniture I would buy, but I don't think I'd buy a couch or a mattress. Hope he got his couch and then he'd be happy. Happy. You guys, you're kidding me. I have this little bubble. It's right in the way I want to move it. Thank you. Flipping nurse, you're going crazy. Crazy. I appreciate it though. I'm working at this. Working. I don't know. We got to talk something about reselling. What did I list? I can tell you what I listed tonight. My sales have been yucky. They've been down a little bit. I sold a pair of 511 pants tonight and a pair of Denim & Company jeans. That's it today. I'm really down. I was up to, I was close to 15 items a day, and then all of a sudden, boom. I know, who did we used to do this for? It was K-Way. And K-Way would always have this like challenge of getting so many, like us doing the hearts. So good for you, Linda. Good. So I'm just listing my little heart out. I know it'll pick up. I've just never sold 1 or 2 items a day. So, hey lady, I got my soap. Haven't used it yet, but I got it. And I opened which one did I? Oh, the patchouli, of course. And I just kind of left it open in my bathroom. So, yeah, it's just been, it came yesterday. I was like, yes. And I was afraid it would melt or something in the mailbox because I was volunteering, but it didn't. So, I think Commonwealth put out a little thing about what's your most favorite thing about reselling. I think everybody's the thrifting. Come on, who doesn't like that? And the worst for me is sitting here making myself list. It's so hard. So hard. So I listed, so what else did I leave? A cool long sleeve polo. Long sleeve. We're getting there. A Lafayette pair of brown pants and a Michael Stars sparkle shirt. I actually picked up 4 of these, and I'm kind of disappointed in the comps in them because when I bought them, the comps weren't that bad. And now that I'm listing, and if you guys are ever listing on eBay, you know how on the right-hand side, they tell you, oh, that's cool. I did not know that. I figured coconut oil. And I thought, oh, it's going to melt. That's awesome. I was worried for nothing. On the right-hand side, it'll give you a suggested price for the item that you're listing. Don't ever pay attention to that. Don't. If you don't know the listing price for it, what I always do is I bring up another eBay and see, like right there, and I do solds, and there's the tops, they're all right there. And then I go to solds and I see what they're actually selling for, which, see, now that's more what I thought. 22, 25. So what did they tell me? 15. So I like Facebook Marketplace. I like it a lot. And who's all in here? Because I see 4 people, but I'm only talking to 3. Oh, that's awesome to know. Good. I was worried about it because I was volunteering and I knew I got the delivery and I was like, oh man, they're going to be a puddle. And they weren't at all. They're perfect. So I have a banker's lamp I'm trying to get rid of, made out of brass. And then I got, what did I get? Well, no, I had today on Facebook Marketplace, and I don't understand this. And it seems to be one genre of person that does this, nationality. And I'm not going to name it, but they will, is this available? Yes. Does it work properly? Yes. Price firm? Yes. And we're talking about an Apple monitor. that I've had up for a while, and I have it listed at $60 and nothing for a while. And I always look at people's profile, and I saw that it said that he was from another country. And then I was like, well, whatever. Well, then about 20 minutes later, I get a message from another similar name, same country. Is this available? Yes. Price firm. Oh my gosh. Yes. I don't understand. And I did this before with a rice cooker with the same people. And it was so frustrating. It's like they had everybody and their cousin messaging me for the same thing. And almost like bombarding, bullying, whatever you want to call it, trying to get me to lower the price. And they would all like follow, run after the other. So the first kid says, well, I'm a college student. All I have is $40. I'm sorry. The price is $60. It's firm. The next guy, will you take $40? Nope. And it just kind of went on and on. I just stopped responding because I don't know what it is. I don't know what kind of game that is. I don't know. But it infuriates me. I don't have time for that. So I didn't block them or anything. I just stopped responding to it. It's kind of crazy. All right, here we go again. Flash goal. If this costs money, don't do it. I don't know what it is. I just see it up there and I'm like, you have a flash goal. I don't know what that means. What does it mean? Okay, you sent me a rose. Thank you. I'm learning. You know who I miss on here is Carol Ann. She would get so excited. Aww. I don't know what's going to happen. What's going to happen? Carol Ann would get just so excited on TikTok. And she doesn't seem to be on anymore like she was. I think, I don't know. I kind of think I know why. But I'm hoping that she's just busy. So that would be nice. Now we need to get Abby in here. She's asking me about POL clothing, Pool. And the other night she asked me about another brand. Neither one I pick up. The only Pool I would pick up is something really, really eccentric. But that wasn't it. It was just like a plain, like little bit of a plaid shirt. I can't remember what the other one was. But it was something I think that just like they sell it, what's that called? Kohl's or something like that. So, aw, Linda, it says the first gift that they've ever sent. Thank you so much. And then it says, express your appreciation. You know I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all. Holy cow. So what are we going to talk about? That's it. What else do I have to list tonight? A Mark and James ivory skirt. That is really cute. A Brunello Cucinelli beige pair of pants. A Patagonia plum base layer shirt. So, yeah, sometimes is it white? I would have picked up a Canali shirt. How much though? Like $4, $5? I would have picked up a Canali shirt for that. There's some brands that I will. I know. It's like, hello, what do we talk about? And I want to keep it like a lot to reselling because that's what it's about. But, of course, family and everything else kicks in. So that's always hard. I found out that my daughter-in-law's grandma in Arkansas watches my lives. She watches them on repeat. And I was like, ooh, did I ever say anything bad? I don't think I did. Yeah. So we'll just move on from that because she'll probably watch this. I don't know. $5.99. I would have picked up a Canali shirt for $5.99. I think they do okay. They're not, they're like a step above the bread and butter brand anymore. The whole suits with the pants sell really good. Jackets are okay for me sometimes. Right now, I am holding on to some Brooks Brothers that I cannot get rid of jackets. And I picked them up for like $2 each, and I'm just ready just to get rid of them. It's just been about a year and a half now. Nothing wrong with them. They're really nice, and I've dropped the price and just they're not moving. So I'm just kind of like, it was, what did I find the other day? I was down in Brentwood and I got all excited and then it was damaged. I can't remember what it was. I see so many brands when I'm there. And I don't really shop dresses. Caitlin, the friend that I meet down there on Mondays, she does dresses. She loves dresses. Her store, what is her St. Louis? Shoot. She's got some great items, and I don't know where she's pulling them from, but wow. But she spends a lot of time in that city store, the one down in Brentwood. And so I think she gets a lot of stuff there. They get some great donations. So LL Bean does pretty good. Peter Millar, for me, I'll tell you what I've been getting a lot of are low bids. You guys, you'll have to go back and watch my videos on, I don't know what the title was, but I had 11 bins when I started to get serious about reselling. 11 bins of clothing that I either took to a resale shop, and a lot of it I just gave to Goodwill because I didn't know how to comp. I didn't know what was in, what was out. I loved glitter and sparkly. And a lot of it was like Banana Republic, J. Crew, Pole. I don't think there was Chico's or anything like that in there. Loft. Oh my gosh, just so much. Victoria's Secrets, everything that doesn't sell. And there I was. So it was a lesson learned. It was in my earlier days of being serious. I've been reselling for a long time, but when I decided to get serious, yeah, you have to be careful on whatnot. And I was just watching, let me find this video. Well, I won't find the video, but I'll find out who it was. You're going to hear my voice because I have a pop-up.
Okay, so one more.
No,
I wanted to tell you a little.
Talking. There we go. Let me see if I can find him again because he's probably J-Ride Flips. He had some really good videos on about things that he has sold recently and what he's doing in his market. I hate shining it right in my face, but and I know what else we'll do. Get a white page up there. So whatnot, but he sells on it's Dibdit, but it's his own channel, I think. And I was trying to think of what he called it, but either way, he was picking up a lot of things, and he's focusing on eyeglasses, smaller electronics, and things like that, and getting away from the bigger, bulkier things. So that's kind of what he's doing. Me, I don't really pick up the bigger things. Like the New Wave and Bravels and things like that. I'm just not. That's a serious thing that people are really, really talking about, the seriousness of the addiction, kind of like the QVC days or HSN. And even now to this day, there are older people who are, their families don't come over anymore. And so what do? And they're buying, and they're just, when they pass, the family goes in and there's like boxes and boxes of just unopened stuff. And I see a lot of older women, like I'm talking really old, 80s, and they're just carts full at Goodwill. And I wonder if it's like the same thing. Like they're just, the families are busy with their own kids and their own families, so they don't have anything else to do. And so they're just buying stuff. I just don't know. But yeah, I don't go on Whatnot that much. I did buy a few things, but I actually felt guilty buying the items so cheap from people when they're first starting out, and they'll have a really good item and you bid on it for $3 and you win. I actually feel guilty about that. I feel bad. I don't, and I know they're trying to build up their, but it takes a lot. It takes a lot to build up. Oh my gosh, what are we going to do here? I don't want to be a ghost. Better, a little bit. I don't know. Pretty soon we're going to get out in the warehouse again. And that will be fun because the lighting is amazing. And I just had to hide the things behind me because TikTok felt they were weapons. So I had to be careful of that. TikTok is very touchy sometimes, so you have to be careful. So yeah, be careful of the Whatnot addiction. I always set, now I do online estate sales and I do online auctions out of New York and Connecticut. And I pay a flat $15 shipping for whatever will fit in the box. But I have to be careful in that too because it's still a bidding war and you get down to like the last few like minutes or whatever. And I'm going to see, because there was actually some things that I was looking at today. It looks like they're over. Yeah, those are over. But like right now, they've got a Burberry London jacket for $1, a Burberry suit at $23, a Theory burnt wine men's cardigan for $3, some Big Pony polo everywhere. And it's like really cheap right now, but it has like 22 hours. And what happens in them last 4 hours, the last hour is insane. But see if they'll sell. And sometimes I get into my brands, the ones that I really like Lafayette or Patagonia. Well, Patagonia I'm going to pick up no matter what because they do the trade-in thing and I love that. But like Lafayette is dropping for me and I have a hard time when I always say falls from grace. When Polo fell from grace, when Bugatti fell from grace, and I still wanted to pick them up so bad. But when they don't sell, when they don't comp out, don't pick them up. I used to, don't do it, Lisa, don't do it. And even Soft Surroundings right now is the same thing. I will only pick up really cute, eclectic things, but that's it. Oh man, our Goodwill does not do that. We do we have the 4 colors, and then like right now they're putting out blue, and I think green on Monday and Tuesday is 25%. Wednesday, Thursday is 50%, and Friday and Saturday I think is 75%. I think that's how it goes, and then on Sunday it switches. But by the time it gets to that 75, there's nothing left. There's not, and people are always like, they pull the stuff. They don't. It's just people buy it. So, and it's not there. And at the thrift store that I work at, they don't have any sales ever. Well, that's not true. They have like a dollar rack that they put up. And I did find something in the dollar rack. I think I picked up a polo shirt for $1, which I'm going to volunteer tomorrow. And I love it because you guys saw the video of all the cosmetic stuff, and I'm going to get that listed here pretty soon, that I picked up for $2 and $3. That store's famous for that kind of stuff. And the girl was just, where I work, she was like, and I saw the boxes, and I said, hey, what you doing over there? So, and I love the fact that they know that I'm a reseller. And a lot of them will like bring me over stuff that, might have like a stain or something on it and see if I want it. But they're all kind of still stuck in that, like, I don't know if anyone's familiar with Von Mar. Von Mar is like a cross between, it's like right in between a Dillard's and a Neiman Marcus. So it's kind of like right in the middle. And they had a shirt there from Von Mar, and they were like, oh, this shirt, and they got all excited about the Von Mar shirt. And I'm like, it isn't, nope, don't, but I let them get all excited, or they'll get a Lily Pulitzer dress and they'll put it, for $50, $75. They had a pair of Lily Pulitzer pants I wanted to, but I think they had them marked up way too high for me. But they have some belts, and let me find the name of these belts. I didn't know anything about them. Let me see if I can find them fast enough. They are made with Swarovski crystals. Did I say that correctly? And they're not selling, which I was happy about because I want to buy them, but I have a price point because I know what I can sell them for. And I'm waiting for them to drop the price so that I can buy them. I'm waiting patiently. And I probably shouldn't say this on here because one of y'all are probably going to go and buy my belts. BB Simon belts. So you went today. They have some amazing things back there. No, I have seen I'm not going to even try the Naomi. I have seen that brand, but no, I have not ever purchased it. But yeah, these belts, they're behind, Abby, they're behind the counter. And I'm waiting. These they're brand new with tags. And they actually sell in stores for like $400 to $600. But they don't comp out. They comp out about $100, $125. And I think they have them listed up there for $125. And that's too much for me. So, honestly, see, that's my jam. All that shiny, sparkly stuff. So I just look at them every time, one day. I probably should say hi to everybody, huh? Hi, Shelly. Abby, I'm glad you're here. They're very blingy. I probably would keep one for myself, but I will buy all three if they drop it down to my price point. I'm assuming within the next couple weeks they're going to drop it, but it still probably won't be at my price point. So there's a couple really, really heavy thrifters there. I really wish I could do something about my lighting. I'm sorry, people. I either look like a ghost or I'm like in a spotlight. Yeah. Ooh, no. Better? A little bit? A little bit. I look very orange. Yeah, it was before I started volunteering there, and there was a woman who came in and found a pair of Filson waders, and I think she got them for something like $10. I was so jealous. I was like watching her, and I'm like, dang. So, thank you, Linda. I just feel like, the lighting, of course, because I'm upstairs, I'm in the office. But I'm telling you, they say the temperature is going to start, it's 80. This is the first time it's been below 90 at this time of night. We're supposed to have storms. I'm like, bring it, come on. But no storms. So, Scott, how are you tonight? We're talking reselling. Huntsman, the seller chick? The reseller. That reseller chick. I'll get it. I will get it. I probably should take my glasses off because I probably will be able to read much better without them. My glasses are, I think, more for distance than they are for anything. And I lose that reflection. Oh, but I just keep moving forward, That's all we can do. I got a new back to my camera, so I'm happy about that. I lost the other one. I keep losing them, so that's why I got this one. It stands out. So hopefully I won't lose it wherever I go. But I want those belts, if anybody's watching. What else? Oh, that means they put out a rack. And I was thinking about going today, Abby, and I didn't. And then it looks like I'm going to be late tomorrow. I was going to babysit the grandkids, but then something happened and my daughter-in-law was going to not do what she wanted to do. And then my son just texted me a second ago and said, she's not doing that, don't watch kids. And I'm like, oh, sure, I'm just a yo-yo. Just, yes, no, yes, no. Yeah, it'll work. So, I will let you know. Every time I go in, I'm just hoping they're still there. I just know that whoever would buy them at this price point, I would hope that it was be for themselves, because they just don't have that. And that's one thing it's hard to get through people's minds, is that even though it might sell for that, it's not going to resell for that. And that's kind of one of the hardest things, I think, to get through to people in thrifting and into the reselling to stores, because they get excited and they look it up and they're like, oh, these are $600. Yes, but they don't sell for that, But what lamps? Tell me. What lamps? If you want to tell me on here, you can tell me private, because I'll keep an eye on them for you. I can do that. I guess I could steal their picture. I can't really. I don't know how to show you because I'm on my phone, but they're beautiful. They're just gorgeous. And the fact that they're brand new. Oh, okay. You know what? That's actually good though, because people don't pay attention to the stuff in the window. They had these really big, kind of like silver, I guess they were like end tables, but they were tiered, and they should have been marked down, but they weren't. And a lady wanted them, and of course nobody noticed them in the window, and she got them for like almost half the price of what they were. They were marked up pretty high. I think they were like $50 or something. And I don't know if you're into Christmas at all, Abby, but do you know about the Christmas store? So what is the name? There's some organ piano place. It's a corner. It's actually across from Clementine's. That entire thing is going to be a Christmas store. All the Christmas clothes, Christmas decorations, trees, whatever, housewares, it's all going to be in that store. And I'm kind of excited about that because I'm not a big Christmas person. I'm learning Department 56. I'm learning some things, of course the blow-ups, but yeah, I'm not a big Christmas shopper. So, but I also wonder if they mean Christmas, if they mean like, like Hanukkah. Do they mean like menorahs or things like that going to be up there as well? I need to ask, because that's, I like that stuff. But so they are, in fact, if you follow them on social media, on Facebook, they talked about it. And one lady, she has put up all these trees by herself. Like, she loves Christmas and she loves to decorate, and it shows because she put up all these trees by herself. Did you? Yeah. I mean, it's just going to be Christmas stuff. And it's like, I'll probably go up there, and I know they want us to volunteer, but if it's not your thing, it's kind of hard to be excited or to be, like this lady loves decorating, and she was putting up all these trees and happy as all get out. Not me. I love what I do. I do the purses. accessories, scarves, ties, things like that. That's what I do, and I like that. I would never want to do clothing. Intimates, no, no, no. I wouldn't mind shoes too much, but linens, no. Crafts, no. So I'm happy where I'm at. Yeah. What are used, the belts or the Christmas stuff? I turned my AC up hoping, and I'm like, hot. But the belts are brand new with tags. Made in the USA too. The Christmas stuff is going to be used. It's going to be from donations. And they have an entire stock room full of donations already. And the name of the store is going to be called Christmas Past, which I like because it's basically stuff from people's past. So I'll go in there. I'm just not a Christmas shopper. I'm a Christmas resell shopper. That would be me. I do. You know what? They're very creative and they love what they do. And I like volunteering there, number one, because they are a nonprofit and they donate so much of the stuff that they do not put out, to organizations. People come in and, they are packaging stuff up for Argentina, and it's something like Doctors for Love or something like that, where doctors that go over, so we save a lot of the medical stuff for the doctors so that when they go overseas or wherever they go to take care of people. So they do a lot of good. They support a lot of good organizations. So much better than Goodwill. I would wish everybody, even though it's a lot of work for us, I wish that a lot more people would donate their stuff to this place. So the ones that like you used to make and you put those little plastic in it, I made one of those ones and then my daughter broke it. And then later on in life, she found one at an estate sale and bought it for me. Yep, I will. I'll look for those. You know what else too? And I learned this from, was it J Rides or whatever? Goosebump books. I'm going to search for Goosebump books. He bought like a case of them at some kind of a sale. It ended up being like $1 a book. And those books sell for like $14, $15 each. That's crazy. Crazy. That's why I like watching other thrifters, because I learn from them as well. So I didn't know anything about books. I used to sell books on Amazon, but I didn't do very well at it. In fact, I just got a letter from Amazon that I have sold. I sell through rate or something like that, so that I got entered into this program where I make a bonus. I'm like, it's not a ton of money or anything, but I was like shocked. I was like, oh, because I do affiliate marketing on my tea blog. I don't sell tea. I just direct people to good teas or good tea products. It doesn't, like, if I get $8 a month, I'm happy. Yeah, I don't know a lot about books, but I don't think the place that we're talking about, it's called The Mission. I don't think they would sell Goosebump books. There are some things because they're Christian based, and so there's a lot of things that they don't sell. Like they don't do like alcoholic things, or something has a picture of a weed plant on it. So I don't know where they would stand with Goosebump books. But I'm going to ask. That'll give me something to do tomorrow. I'll ask the book guy. Because if they come in and they don't sell them, who's going to be there with their hand out? We still have to pay for them. I don't want to think anybody... I got a Budweiser hat. I still had to pay for it, but it was something that they would not put out on the floor. So, and I listed it. It was a... what they call bucket hat. And so I was like, wait, they won't sell this. VHS tapes. Can you imagine? Cassette tapes. I have a cassette player that I'll be listing pretty soon, but I don't think the comps are that good on it. I got a good deal on it at a garage sale. I didn't even bother to comp it out. I figured even if I make $10 on it, I'll be good. But the guy was so cute, and I guess he gave me this little bottle of spray and gave me a brand new cassette tape for it. It was so cute. So I had to buy it because he was sweet. He was a nice man. Hold on. Gotta write a list. I know they haven't started putting out the decorations yet, but I have enjoyed my time there. That's, in fact, the ladies that are coming over on Friday are a group of women. It started out as a crochet group, but now we just kind of just get around, we talk about different things, and we crochet, or we do that dot thing, which is infuriating, where you take the little thing, you take the little dot, and you put it in a little circle. Yeah, no. I try. I know that the thing that hurts the worst for me working there is that there are certain things that they won't sell because of, number one, the store, what they believe in. And I will see them, like, they will throw those things away. They don't give them to anyone else. And it just like crushes my heart, because I'm like, oh, I bet that would sell for something somewhere. But, I think it's just because of their beliefs. And they don't do it with a lot of things, like the clothing, gaylords and gaylords and gaylords of clothing, and it all goes to different organizations for different things. And I'm trying to talk them into, I did not find my root beer float ones. So we're going to just use my glasses here. These are the kind that I have. And what I've done is different places around town, I pick them up, and I have all different ones, but they're all the same shape. So this will work. And then I have ice cream bowls that my daughter gave me that are like really, really nice from, like, I don't know, they look vintage, but I told her, I said, just don't give me anything that you worry about that I'm going to break, because I don't want to break it. What was I saying? I forgot. So I don't know, like Goosebump books. I don't know what they would do with that. So, but I did find one at Goodwill and two there, and I thought, and I would need two more, and I'm like, nah, just never mind. Now, maybe when I go in tomorrow, but now I just found out I'm going in tomorrow late because my daughter-in-law needs me, which I probably should reply to that, so they don't think I'm mad at them. Okay. Now I'm babysitting tomorrow. You know what? Now that we're here, let's comp out these belts. Let's just see. Where are you? Nope. Yep. Oh, wow. They're even selling for less than that. They might not even really be a pickup. Aw, yeah. But you can do it medium mail. That is true. I would pay you. I'd pay shipping. Yeah, these, and I think she has the name wrong. No, she doesn't. That's why they're not selling. They're comping out around $95. The heavily jeweled ones, there's one for $59. $95. That one looks like exactly like one they have. Yeah. I'm probably not going to get them because they're not going to go that low. And see, that's the thing. That's the hard thing to teach people, because you know that these belts sell for $400 to $600 at whatever store they are at, but people aren't going to buy them, especially resellers. So, oh, yeah, never mind. I got enough glasses. I thought you were talking about books. I don't know. I was like, don't send books, don't send glasses media mail. We would be in trouble. But it is a problem. And even I mentioned to the one lady, I was waiting for them to go down, and she went, they're worth every penny. And I was like, now that I'm seeing this, no. There's one for $35. Like if I really wanted to buy one, 150, 65. Yeah. That's a cute one for 60. Yeah, they wouldn't go low enough for me to be able to buy them to resell. Wow. Yeah. My bad. I thought you were talking about, I don't know why. I thought you were talking about Goosebump books. Ooh, I don't know where he's going. I was like, well, you can send me those. And then in my mind, I kept thinking, why doesn't she sell them herself? I think because I was writing down Goosebumps so I could remember to talk to the guy tomorrow. But I won't be going in until later. I'm going to miss all the good stuff again. It's okay, Lisa. It's okay. Oh, but you know what? I won't miss her never mind. Sometimes they have young people volunteer. It's a handful sometimes. It's a handful. But it's so helpful. We've had some really, really great volunteers. So I think I would just probably fall over if one of them would fall into these chats. So I don't know. But where are we on time? Guys, I probably have only about 5 more minutes because I want to keep it under that 1 hour for a while. I appreciate all the likes, 2,600. They are heavy. I've picked up a few. And then I was like, what am I going to do with them after? Just donate them back? Because I would never use them again. So we can just use my cups. The only thing with my cups are I have to really clean them all. This one isn't bad, but a lot of mine have tea stains because all I ever do is drink tea. And so they're stained a little bit and I have to clean them up. But so BB Simon are not a pickup unless you can get them for about $20, $25. $30 or $40. I guess I would pay, but they're not going to drop it that low. And you can't get them to understand, so. Yeah, because my daughter would probably ship them. The stuff she ships, and to all over different countries and everything, it's crazy. Oh, we got an offer. Let's see, I've been getting low ball offers. They've been frustrating me. Where is it at? I lost it. Selling. Let's see, Levi's 728 shorties, new at tags. I have it listed at 21. What do you think they're offering? 14. California. Been getting tons of low bid. Low bid. Well, people, I am out of here tonight. Wanted to do a live. I thank you all. I don't think Linda's still here, but I don't think Kim is still here. Thank you guys so much. I think Chris came on. Chris at Peak. Wow. I don't know. Somebody came on. Guys, have a good night. I appreciate you. I love your friendship. Talk to you later. Bye.